Hello, my name is Dr. Lisa Nesson. I'm an ambulatory equine veterinarian with Irongate Equine Clinic in Madison, Wisconsin. Our video topic today is, should I blanket my horse in the wintertime? As I mentioned, our practice is in Madison, Wisconsin, so this video is geared towards general horse owners in the northern climate. Today is early January, and we are experiencing single-digit temperatures with wind chills that are well below zero for the next couple of days. So I'd like to start by just talking about some of the benefits that a horse's natural hair coat provides. If they're allowed to grow a full winter coat, that winter coat is more than capable of keeping them warm, provided that a few prerequisites are met. So other factors to consider are what kind of shelter do your horses have when they're outside. A three-sided shed is typically adequate, or a wind break such as a wall or some trees may be enough. Is the weather going to be rainy or sleeting? As wet weather will wet their hair coat down and take away the insulating factor. So the full hair coat is usually adequate if it's allowed to stand up, but if it gets laid down by wet rain or sleet, that will take away the insulating ability of that hair coat. They should also have water accessible, so that needs to be water that's open, not frozen, and then they should have a clear path to the water tank. So if it's been overflowed a few times and there's an ice rink around the water tank, that's going to cause some trouble. So you might have a tank heater in that tank. The water's not frozen, but they're still not drinking because they can't get to it. You'll need to take care of that ice pack. And then also they should have forage available while they're outside, or if they're only outside for a short period of time, that may not be necessary, but typically we'd like them to have forage of some kind, whether that's long stem hay or hay cubes, to help them stay warm while they're outside. Other things to consider when you're trying to decide if they should be blanketed would be their age. The very young and very old may require blanketing in order to help them maintain their body condition, or if you have a horse that's been ill or is in poor body condition, having them blanketed with an adequate blanket will help them conserve their energy towards maintaining their body condition rather than staying warm. So if you have a horse that's been allowed to grow a full winter coat, and you have good shelter, good water, hay, all those other factors are under control, that horse will probably not require a blanket during the winter time. If the horse has been body clipped or has not grown a full coat for whatever reason, whether that's because they've recently moved from a warmer climate or they've been kept under lights for show reasons and they haven't grown a full winter coat, that horse will probably need to be blanketed during the temperatures that we're experiencing at this time of year. Those blankets need to be well fitted, in that we don't want them to rub them across their withers or their shoulders. The blanket straps should be up close to their body so that they don't get their legs tangled up in them. They should be rated for the weather that they're being turned out in. So if they're wearing a blanket that's too heavy for the temperature of that day, they may get sweaty underneath it, and then once they're wet, they're more likely to get cold. And if they're wearing a blanket that's not rated heavy enough for the cold weather that they're in, then that blanket is laying their hair coat down, and it's probably doing more damage than good as far as keeping them warm. If they're going to be out in wet weather, such as rain or sleet, they should be in a waterproof blanket. That might be a waterproof sheet that's thrown over a heavier blanket, or a waterproof winter blanket, because if they get soaked through the blanket, then again they lose the insulating ability of the blanket as well as their hair coat. And then the blankets should be checked or removed on a regular basis, probably every couple of days, to make sure that they're still fitting the way they should, and so that you can check the horse's body condition under the blanket to make sure that they haven't lost too much weight during the cold weather. Again, I'd like to remind you that every horse is unique, so you should check with your veterinarian regarding any special needs that your horse may have when trying to decide if they should be blanketed or not. Again, my name is Dr. Lisa Nesson. I'm with Irongate Equine Clinic in Madison, Wisconsin. Thank you.